Have you? Cool. Dan George with Taylor Bevan. Taylor, congratulations. Just sum up how you're feeling right now.
Happy with the win. Just relieved to get the win, to be honest, and get him out of there. I'm really happy with that.
Yeah. Just talk us through the. Obviously, throughout your pro career so far, there's not been many rounds. There's been quite a few fights, but you've barely broken a sweat so far. Do you feel, how much effort and how much do you feel you're being tested so far? If you gave, out of 10, I'd say.
Not very much so far, to be honest, because I thought that one was going to be the test and take me a few more rounds, and was looking to break him down over the 6 rounds and then get him out of there towards the end of the fight. And the ref jumped in the second round. A little bit of an early stoppage maybe, but watch it back and I can assess that.
Bit of frustration at how early you did jump in?
Not as much frustration with the ref, it was more with my own performance, to be honest. Took a few too many shots for what I wanted, and just my own performance. I don't know how early it was because I haven't seen it back yet, but I would have liked it to go on a little bit longer so I could probably improve how I was boxing. I think I was going to start getting in my groove a bit as it was going on. The first round took more shots than the second, so I think as the fight went on, the performance probably would have got better, and that's where the frustration is. Just
tell me what you were coming out into the second round with the mindset of. What were your corners saying, and what were you trying to do in that round? Because you did turn up the tempo.
I was just told to jab more, work my way in, and I was, like I said, break him down over a few rounds. I was looking to sort of soften up with a jab, and then look to dig the shots in, but just ended up landing some combinations, and yeah, that was it.
And I mean, the support in there for you is quite something. Just can you put into words what it means? How much does that give you a boost being in there?
Yeah, it gives me a massive boost. It means everything to me. That's what motivates me when I'm training. Because I know people have paid their hard-earned money to come and watch me, and they're travelling all the way to London to watch me box, and people taking time off work and things like that. And that's everything. That's my main motivation.
And has the demand for tickets been more and more every time?
Yeah, it's gradually getting more and more. Each fight gets a little bit more. I think the last few Friday nights, like Manchester and London, so it dipped a little bit. But I think as my career progresses, it's just going to get bigger and bigger. And Eddie said then that I'm going to be boxing a bit closer to home next time, so I expect there'll be big numbers.
Come on, tell us a bit more about it. So, a bit close to home. Eddie said, 20 minutes away from home? I assume that means more Southampton than Wales, right?
Yeah, we're closer to Southampton than Cardiff, yeah, but I don't know how much I'm allowed to say, how much has been released yet, but yeah, it's not far.
Yeah. I mean, how much excitement does that fill you with being able to, potentially box in front of even more fans, this early on in your career?
Yeah, I can't wait. And no excuse really now for people if not to come. It's going to be amazing, and gives me a good bit of time to rest and recoup and learn from this fight and have a solid training camp to prepare for it now. So I'm going to be flying when the time comes. 4
fights, 4 wins, 4 stoppages. For people that maybe don't know as much about boxing, can you describe what it's like to knock someone out or to make someone quit? Because for a lot of people, that's kind of just beyond the realms of thinking. But for boxers, obviously, that's the target. Can you give us an insight into what that's felt like so far in your 4 fights?
I don't know, to be honest. It is all a bit of a blur. You just go in, look to put on a good performance, and you land the shots, and before you know it, they're on the floor. Obviously, this one was a bit different. It wasn't a knockout, but it's a buzz and a thrill, yeah.
You caught him with a nice uppercut as well. That shot seems to be, something that the money shot for you, I guess.
Yeah, Brian's telling me let's stop throwing uppercuts. They're going to start reading them, but it's a hard shot to defend, and it's a hard shot to land and to defend, to be honest. But I throw a lot of them in training, and yeah, I think it is. I'm going to have a lot of knockouts in the future with the uppercut as well.
Try and describe how your life's changed since you turned pro with Eddie. Since the amateur career came to an end, you signed that dotted line, and you've now had these 4 fights. How's your life changed? Has your life changed?
A little bit, not massively, because I've been training full time as a boxer for quite a few years now on the GB program, and obviously leading up to the Commonwealth Games, I was full time with the Wales team, so It hasn't changed massively, but I am definitely enjoying it more. A lot more structure to my training, and the dates are set more in stone than in the amateurs, so I can have a proper camp for it. I'm living in Cardiff now, so I've dedicated myself to boxing, and I'm giving it 100%. I'd say that's the main difference. I'm not travelling back and forth and sort of half-hearted training. I give it 100% now.
Is the move to Cardiff is that kind of strategic to eliminate that, the travelling, maybe distractions, and I guess more people back down here? Yes,
the travelling is a massive thing. The last 3 years I was driving up to Sheffield and back every week, and it takes it out of you, and distractions is definitely a big thing. I sort of locked myself away for 6 weeks and just focus on the fight camp, and I think it makes a massive difference.
And we talk about boxing in Southampton, but I'm sure at some point you'd love to box in Wales as well, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think over time I'll have support following me from Wales and Southampton. At the moment, it is mainly Southampton fans coming to support me, but I think as my profile grows, it'll be from both. And yeah, I think boxing on the South Coast is getting bigger and bigger. You've got a lot of names coming out of the South Coast now, so it's exciting times.
And with that relationship, of course, with Eddie and Frank Warren and Boxer as well, some of those names, are you hoping that you can, we might see it, but are you hoping you can get involved with some of those guys as well? We've seen Ryan Garner and Louis Edmondson, someone you know well, boxing down in Bournemouth. Would you love to be involved in shows like that?
Yeah, yeah, I would like that.
You get on with Louis, don't you? You sparred a lot. I know I was speaking to some of his guys the other day, and you know each other quite well, and you have shared a lot of rounds together, right?
Yeah, we've done a bit of sparring. Good mates with Louis, and his brother Harry's here today. He come up to support me, so yeah, I'm sure we'll get some more rounds in soon, we'll have similar dates.
Yeah, and he's obviously light heavyweight, and you're fighting at around 168 at the moment, super middleweight. What weight do you see yourself at long term? Do you think that super middleweight's where you want to go and you want to try and get belts in, or do you think longer term you could be light heavyweight or even go down to middleweight?
It's hard to say. I won't go to middleweight, but I think super middleweight's a good weight for me at the moment. I think I've got a bit of space to grow into it. I'm not massive for the weight, and still making the weight very comfortably. So I'll wait and see how much I develop and mature. But I think I'm going to be at this weight for quite a while. But yeah, sparring with Louis is brilliant. He's a weight above me and got a bit more experience than me, so I learned loads from it.
Are there any names out there that you could see yourself fighting? Is there any, I'm not asking you to call someone out, but are there any fights that you think would be really good for you at this stage in your career?
I don't know. I just take it one fight at a time. I think by the time you get to a certain level, the fighters are always changing, aren't they? So we have to wait and see once I'm at that sort of British and then world level. It's hard to say who's going to be there.
And just finally, in terms of when we're seeing you next, I guess watch this space.
Yeah, I think 10 weeks away I'll be out again, so close to home, and I can't wait for it.
Yeah. And what's the message to your fans? All those guys and girls that turn up tonight to support you, and I don't think I've ever seen something like that so early on in someone's career. Just a message to those people and the people watching from home as well.
Just can't thank everyone enough. The support so far has been amazing, and I hope I'm doing everyone proud, and that they make me feel proud to have support like that, friends and family. It's amazing.